It is said that in the old days a diligent ant lived there, got up early in the morning, ate its food, and then went to the fields for work. This patient loved work and hated unemployment and dependence on others, the ant with food. And above all that, the ant continued to gather food and strive to earn a living. And one day the ant was in the gathering of grains of ears, if it heard beautiful singing sounds. The ant continued looking at the locust until the locust finished singing. Then the ant got up and asked the locust, "O beautiful locust, what do you do to earn a living?" The locust sarcastically replied, "Why should I work? This is spring, and in this season all kinds of food are available, so wherever I go I find food." The ant replied with astonishment, "But winter is coming, don't you know this? And all the trees and fruits will wither, and you will not find anything to eat. You will die of hunger." The locust said, "You did not act smart, O ant. If you are afraid of winter and hunger, then you earn a living, but I am happy with what I do. Leave me alone." The beautiful locust left the hard-working ant, and sorrow and sadness entered the heart of the ant. For how could a locust of such beauty possess a mind so ugly? Days passed and winter came, when it was freezing cold and snow fell from the sky, and not only that, rather, all agricultural crops withered, and while the ant was in its house, if it heard the sound of knocking on the door, the ant rose from its place asking itself, "Who is this who is knocking on the door in this bitter cold?" She opened the door and saw the beautiful locust, and was astonished by the condition of this locust, as the locust was in a deplorable condition. Disease and hunger might control this locust. So the ant asked the locust, denouncing its condition, "What is wrong with you? Didn't you come to my house?" The locust said, crying, "I am dying of hunger, and I have nothing to eat. And I would have been honest if I had worked instead of singing. I would not have spent the winter in a pitiful condition. And I am asking you for some grains of ears because I am dying of hunger." The industrious ant replied, "I have been sincere in my advice to you, but you preferred play and amusement to success, so I have nothing to give you." The hard-working ant closed the door on the locust's face and went to her bed to sleep, while the beautiful locust suffered until the winter was over. This was a success story. Between two insects, success requires effort and fatigue.